Here's an AFN News update for you Friday. I'm Bronson Woodruff. President-elect Donald Trump may take the oath of office from inside the Capitol Rotunda on Monday due to forecasts of intense cold weather. Trump posted on his Truth Social platform, the weather forecast for Washington, D.C. with the wind chill factor could take temperatures into severe record lows. There's an Arctic blast sweeping the country. I don't want to see people hurt or injured in any way. The Rotunda is prepared as the inclement weather alternative for each inauguration. The swearing-in was last moved indoors back in 1985, when Ronald Reagan began his second term. Monday's forecast calls for the lowest Inauguration Day temperatures since that day. The Supreme Court today unanimously upheld the federal law banning TikTok beginning this Sunday if its China-based parent company does not sell to a new owner. The reason given? That the risk to national security posed by its ties to China overcomes concerns about limiting speech by the app or its 170 million users in the U.S. A sale does not appear imminent, and although experts have said the app will not disappear from existing users' phones once the law takes effect on January 19th, new users will not be able to download it, and updates won't be available. The Justice Department has said in court findings that will eventually render the app unworkable. Israel's Security Cabinet has recommended approving a deal that would pause the fighting in Gaza and release dozens of hostages held by terrorists. We're told the deal will now go to the full cabinet for approval before the ceasefire goes into effect. The Prime Minister's office said that if a deal is passed, the ceasefire could start Sunday, with the first hostages released. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem faced senators today at a confirmation hearing where she said she is committed to securing the southern border. She is Donald Trump's pick to lead the agency and is also central to his vision of cracking down on illegal immigration. Noem acknowledged that her nomination as Department of Homeland Security Secretary was a bit of a surprise to many, but said that she asked for the job because, quote, it was the president's #1 priority. Senator Rand Paul, the Republican chair of the Senate Homeland Security Committee, said he would be looking for Noem, quote, to lead an agency that has lost its way. President Biden announced today that he was commuting the sentences of almost 2,500 people convicted of nonviolent drug offenses, using his final days in office on a flurry of clemency actions meant to nullify prison terms he considered too harsh. The recent round of clemency gives Biden the presidential record for most individual pardons and commutations issued. The Democrat said he is seeking to undo disproportionately long sentences compared to the sentences they would receive today under current law, policy, and practice. That's all for this AFN News Update. Much more news from a Christian perspective can be found on our website, afn.net. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. I'm Bronson Woodruff.